Here we are. How do I look? I look great. Ah, hair everywhere. Yeah. All right. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. Wind is blowing and howling outside. It's 20-something degrees. There's snow on the ground, every horizontal surface, and it's currently 71 degrees in here. Life is still good, right? Life is still good. Ronnie, what's going on? Welcome to Sunday Reflections, where we get to reflect on the week, reflect on a few things. I really don't have a subject to actually look at, but these are the good old days. These are the good old days. Well, that's a good point there too, Ronnie, is that we can learn from the good old days. We really do need to learn the old ways, and mix them with our new ways. Because we all know that Anya texts us on the back 20, afternoon. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. So in my talks with people, be charming. In my talks with folks, especially at work and around here, and online you hear it too, is that bleakness, how things are very bleak, and that there's no real way to combat, to deal with the situations at hand, because all the odds are stacked against us. The powers that be, tiger, all the powers that be are infiltrated every aspect of our governance, and they're insulated, and even our military is going through woke fascist training. That's the concept that was brought to me, is that even our military is not even on board. So Vermont Prepper, hey, end of the world, what's up? Augur County. So, and you know a lot about this, Augur. Some land, be free as you can. That's it. That's it. Not a lot of us can, but charity. Woo! That is some methane gas going on right there. Damn. There is hope. There is hope, and I see that. I see that. Yeah, even for us to have some type of change, to change the situation that we're in and that we're facing with this whole world domination bullshit, wars and rumors of wars, and the preparation for war. It appears that the whole world is just ready. Let's do this. But for us to do that, to have a type of revolving Lucian, see what I did there, is that we have to have the military on board. And to the certain extent, I guess we do. But we get to influence that. We know that they're never going to really go against us. Our Leos would do more against us than our military. False flag events, maybe. Brett, what's up? Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. I don't know. It's we can't really predict the future. Hello, hello, Lori, saying hi to everyone now before I fall asleep. Yeah, my bedtime is 9 o'clock, so we're not gonna. It's 7 a.m. It's 7 now, so we got some time. But we can all speculate. Combat bacon. Wow, really? Oh man. Man, carry on, right? Good luck to him. Good luck to him. He should do well. He should do well. I hope he picked a good MOS. You know, uh, when young Marines were young guys would ask me, Joe Morgan, what's up? He would ask me, what should I do in the Marine Corps? It's like anything but infantry. you know, anything but infantry. Infantry is not where it's at. It's get a job. Find an MOS that that when you get out of the Marine Corps, that you can do something with your life. You go into infantry. It's basically when you get out, you can be a janitor or a mercenary. I did both. I was a mercenary, but bouncer and shit like that. So, prison guard. Anyway, combat engineer. Awesome, awesome. There you go. That's really cool. Yeah, yeah. Those EOD guys are pretty neat. You can learn a lot from them. They're smart. My dad did electrical in the Marines. See, there you go. That's great. That's great. I should have took advice, but I was young and stupid. Stuart, what's up, man? How are you doing? So, having the Marine, we know that the military Air Force is the way to go. It is really, especially if you want to learn, shipping and receiving and distribution and shit like that. Air mechanics and all that. What's up, Joe? Joe Morgan. Absolutely. So we know that the military is a self-correcting system. Despite of what you hear with all the CRT training and the sensitivity training and the wokeness going on and just it's still a self-correcting system. Meat eaters go to the military, and meat eaters are still in the military. It's just the way it is. So yeah, there's going to be went on to be electrical super for wow, really for Niagara Mohawk Steam Station. How about that? That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So we know that the military would be on our side, but there would be some in the military that wouldn't. We know that the upper echelon motherfuckers are not. But even then, there's division. We've seen the one guy that was willing to go to was willing to lose the lieutenant colonel. I forget his name, but we all remember him, who spoke out against the Afghanistan debacle, the pullout. Okay, Nunya, right on. We'll be here. Yep, another Texan. But so yeah, it would be trying times. Evening, Stuart. We know that there would be trying times and different times. Yes, and that's the point too, is that we are many, they are few. They have no place to run. They have no place to hide. We will find them, and everything that they implement, we can still take advantage of. Eric, Steel and Tree, evening. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. We know how to use their weapons against them, just like they're trying to weaponize everything. Everything from every social media platform and outlet to just regular everyday things, so and we're doing it. We're always going to find a way, you know. It's in they, even if they s more, hey y'all, welcome to Sunday Reflections. So that I know. That I know. I mean, that's, and they can criminalize anything they want, but still trying to be free and be rebellious. And, we are a rebellious, spiteful bunch, aren't we? Um, so to be able, their plan is to whip us into shape through, you know, attrition and starvation. That's it. That's all they got. That's all they got. And we are very resourceful. We're going to find a way, you know. And we'll take advantage of their things. They talk about, okay, gas is going to be so extremely high that you won't be able to drive your vehicles anymore. You'll be forced to drive electric vehicles. Okay, fine. Great. I will drive electric vehicles. But I'm not going to buy, uh, I'm not going to buy your energy. I'm going to make my own. I'll put a freaking solar panel on my fucking Tesla truck. uh, what's this, Joe? I saw a video, little link dude stealing the fucking machine guns off of tanks and modding them for field use. Yeah, yeah, we will take advantage. That's the way it works. We're going to find and exploit those holes in your defenses, in your offense. We're warriors. Whole fucking country, 330 million Americans, nine working on 9 billion people in the world. We're going to find a way, and you see it. You see it on TikTok. You see it on Facebook. You see it everywhere on YouTube. Where people just find a way, take advantage. I mean, instead of setting up a grow house to grow freaking weed, what if you set up a grow house to grow fucking potatoes? People do that shit. When food becomes illegal. SKM Keith, welcome. Tab is a good channel to keep up with the military film. Even one flea can drive a big dog mad. That's right. That's right. That is right, Combat Bacon. And we get to poke and prod at their defenses, and we get to see how they react. We can judge them on that. Take advantage of that. We can make them do what we want. Yes, it's true that we are being exploited as a people, as a nation, against, to be used for nefarious means against the world. The military industrial complex of the United States of America is now the strong arm of the MWO. Are we the baddies? We're the baddies. Oh shit. Wow. And when that realization comes, it's going to be a game changer for them and for us. But we have to be able to put in the work and build upon that, which we will, which we are doing. Yeah. So, and that's another thing. Thank you, Joe, for bringing that up. Is since for 2 weeks or 2 months, I'm sorry, 2 years or so, one could say even possibly 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, we really haven't done much to stop the EOs, the elite occultist. We haven't done anything to stop their advancement upon us. Yeah, that's true, Ronnie. That's true. But so the idea is that are we too? I just came up with this concept. Are we too civilized to fight back? That's my main reflection. Are we really too civilized? Because if this shit would have went down freaking 5, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there would have been blood on the streets. There would have been things burning and people hanging from trees. But it's not. Are we too civilized? Are we are we past that point where we're not going to rabble, rabble, rabble? And they know that if they push too hard, we will. We will take up arms and go forth and cleanse this land. And that in turn will start a freaking wave across the world. Uh, it's never too late for purge night. Yeah, and that was the conversation I had with my vet friend. He's been around for a while. Uh, is yeah, but we're Americans, and we are chomping at the bit to just kill a motherfucker. We are. We are. We do it every day. A lot of people, stress levels get up. Desperation, desperate times for calls for desperate actions, right? So that's why community is going to be very fucking important, right? Very fucking important. Um, and it will be. It will happen. People, you see it now. People are stressed. People are quick. People are rude. But it's got to get worse before we all come together. All right. What is with all the Ukrainian women with their lip jobs? Should have spent that money on preps. I guess at some point we'll have to remind them our spirit animal would eat theirs. Yeah. No shit. I like that. Yeah. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Sick and fucking tired of being sick and fucking tired? Is that a song? Sick of all the bullshit, sick of all the lies. Yeah, we are. And it's going to get to that point. But it's got to be really, really bad before we ever do anything. Yeah. And, the boiling frog analogy. Once again, the boiling frog. Turn up the heat just a little bit. Just a little bit. So are we actually too civilized to do anything? Right now we are. Right now we are way too civilized to say anything, to do anything of any kind of substance that will bring about change. And we know it's going to be some growing pains. Uh, while the rest of the world goes through a war, we will have to go through our own little civil wars. Um, and we're starting to see some of that now. The lines being drawn and alliances being made, and believe it or not, but we're all gathering our forces and gathering our supplies, and we all are. We've been doing this for years, especially if you're a prepper, which used to be a bad term. Now it's like, well, maybe I should get some more food. Anytime you do it, you go to a gun range, man, you try to buy ammo, it's gone. Somebody's buying it all up. Uh, um, we see the run on the Russian ammo. It's pretty neat, All the Tula's gone. All the Wolf is gone. You can still find it out there. I mean, people have been sitting on it for a long time, and they're offloading it now to make a profit. You're always going to see that. So, like I said, with this guy, which look at him, the work you did on him is really good, really, really good. Grow your own food. The powers are pushing. Yeah, they're pushing. But we don't care right now. We are preoccupied. We are distracted. We are preoccupied. And we don't give a shit. We don't care right now. Nobody cares right now. because we still have to play the game. We still have to make the money. We still have to, you know, pay the bills. Still got to work. Still got to put food on the table. We still got to put a roof over our heads. We still got to put clothes on our backs and our kids' backs. We got to make sure they're okay. They succeed. Meanwhile, they're going to school and they're getting indoctrinated and changing. We the people need to make a clear, and you're starting to see a lot of that where parents are actually taking a active role in their kids education. Combat, here we go. I'm sick of standing down and waiting for shit to pop off. I just want peace, but we know there's only one way to achieve it, and it's sad. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's where we're the civilization, the civilized mind, we see the writing on the walls. We hear the war drums, but we just don't want to acknowledge it. Continue to focus on your life and the game, making the money, paying the bills, saving your money, saving this, saving that, rock steady, doing the things, right? And meanwhile, we train and we prep and we train and we prep and we gather intel, we learn things, and Miss Ghetto, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Sunday Reflections. We need to raise our own people, not some gender confused morons. That right, yeah, and that's. Sorry, I got hair floating around everywhere, dog hair. Not Charity's hair either, so she's pissed. I went to go visit my friend, Northern Karma. Reorganizing storage room, tired of the propaganda and the bullshit. Yeah, we are, but it's going to continue, and we will become. We're getting really desensitized of it. Yes, indeed, Miss Ghetto. Yes, indeed. We're getting very desensitized. We're seeing it more and more and more, and we're like, who cares? We'll bitch about it, but unless it's in our backyard, on our front doorstep, we won't do anything about it. And most people, when it comes in their backyard or their doorstep, they're going to accept it. How does that work? Because we are divided and we are just about conquered. We're still, to them, we're still a threat. That American patriot spirit. Yeah, you would be that 10% Combat Bacon. That 10% that says, fuck you, society, I'm out of here. They're out there. You just don't find them. They don't want to be found. They're homesteading in the middle of 1 million acres in Alaska. Yes, exactly, Bee Charming. It does affect us all. Yes. Yeah, Joe. It is a cancer that we have allowed to spread. We should have squashed this shit a long time ago. I really truly believe that before January 6th, that was the day. I prepared, I prepped, I staged things. I had everything ready to go. I was like, yep, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We all are, Tennessee Tactical. Good seeing you. We are, because we don't want to be bothered by it. We don't want to be bothered by it. Yet, absolutely, Northern Commerce. Absolutely. In the media division. Yeah, how do we do that? Well, we're doing it. There's other ways. There's other social medias. I was with you, brother. There's other social medias out there. There's other frequencies. We can do that. We can build our own media. We can take advantage of their media, which I am. Most of us are. But it's still very important, getting back to that prepared mindset. Yes, turn off that TV. It will drive you mad. I haven't watched TV in years. Uh, yep, Joe. Absolutely. It has to. Uh, you can, and I don't know. All the media they have this relief valve. They know that we get too much. We get fed up. We've had enough, and then they hit that relief valve. And okay, I'll calm down. Put away my murderous intent. Okay, fine. You know, tell lie vision. Right? Hey, what's up, wizard? Uh, Top chat all secure. Good to hear. Uh, they know that's that they can't push us too far, but they can in certain areas. Have you guys heard anything about Portland? Anything about Seattle? It's a fucking war zone. People are dying left and right, getting shot left and right. Uh, oh, Wizard. I could just see Wizard just kind of floating up there in top chat, doing his wizardy things. And yeah, it's the criminal element is coming out, and you see that. Apparently, the Gypsy Jokers, the Antifa has pissed off the Gypsy Jokers, a very violent biker gang. Probably not a good move. Probably not a smart thing to do there. Most biker gangs are full of very rebellious, derelict, sometimes mostly veterans who don't mind doing some things and making you disappear, putting holes in you. So I think it's very important to learn what's going on in your neighborhood, what's going on in your community. They did actually, yeah, they did. Tennessee Tactical, and then they bitched about it later. They called the cops on them, and then the bikers, they picked a fight with the bikers. The bikers calmly whooped that ass, and somebody in Antifa was what they always do is they pull a gun, and the Gypsy Jokers are like pop 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 pop, shot like 5 people. I don't think they killed anybody, but shot like 5 people and left. And that was it. Then the cops show up, and then they're bitching. They called the cops. Antifa called the cops, and then bitched at the cops. It's Portland is crazy. Yeah, right, combat. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some fishing, and I want to get into the calmly whoop that ass. Yeah, they did. They just yeah, okay. Oh, you're gonna talk shit? All right. Here's a knuckle sandwich for you. Rip Curl's in here. Hey, what's up, brother? But we know the criminal element is going to rise to the occasion. Uh, yeah, Joe. We've seen a lot of that. We know that the Antifas and all the Black Lives Matter, and they're all the agents of this regime, But we can deal with them. We can deal with them, and we have many instances. We have Cleveland. They they impounded all their buses. That's pretty funny. They still acted a fool here, but anyway, I thought that when the summer of love happened that was it too. That's it. Granny, get your guns. Hey, time to hit the streets and do some patriot shit. It didn't really happen, now, did it? Yeah, you heard about the Proud Boys and all that, but yeah, it was more like it was more like watching a medieval battle. of two forces, and it really wasn't all that. There was some spicy fights going on, but for the most part, uh, it wasn't the real deal, was it? No, we all know. But I really thought that, okay, this is it then. We're that's it. It's the balloon is up, right? And let's go clear the streets. No, no, didn't happen. Didn't happen. We did see a lot of that. We did see like certain communities, especially in Oregon, where just like they blocked the streets, and Antifa came. They're like, "Don't come in here. Don't. Nope. Nope." And Antifa was like, "Fuck you, fuck you." I said, "Nope. Don't come any closer. We'll shoot you." They're like, "Fuck you." And they ran away. Uh, it did happen. So, because that was the big fear, right? We're going to go into your suburban areas and your households and act a fool and burn, loot, murder, and some they did. They did some trying, but they knew that they had to skirt the line. Rip, shoot me at the range. Yeah, yeah, Joe. And yeah, I mean, you see what Florida did. They said, well, okay, it's illegal to shoot a looter. Yeah, yeah, and that whole thing, they tried same thing they did there, the Antifa and BLM. It's the same thing that the Khmer Rouge did, that the brown shirts did. The all the way back. I mean, everything with the Stalin and the Bolsheviks and all that, the same thing over and over. It worked for them. It didn't really work here. Didn't really work. Why is that? They wanted to provoke us, yet we turned a blind eye and carried on about our business, and basically wrote them off as fucking idiots. You pink hair fucking idiots. No, we're going to carry on and do our thing, which is work and raise our families and take care of our business. And we really haven't bought into that. So that's why we're seeing all these wars and the strangulation of our resources. I mean, make no mistake about it. We know who's doing all this. Okay? We have enough here in this country to feed the world, to supply the world. Yet we import most of things. And then when something happens, now we're just going to shut off that flow. They shut off the flow, the pipeline. Really? Gas prices go up 30, 50%. Everybody bitches a little bit. We're still going to pay it, all right? We're still going to carry on. Still got to get to work. Still got to get the kids to school. We have to, as a whole, we have to drastically change. We have to, basically, you have to stop buying into the bullshit. You have to stop funding their war, funding your own slavery. That's what we're doing. We're enabling them with our money and our resources, which is an oxymoron in itself. Sinkoi, hi. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. But we are too civilized. We're too... What's up? Hauga. I know. Hauga. I said that right? That's how you say it? I said your words. But they've already got the youngsters. Yeah. Any self-respecting parent needs to take their kids out of school. But once again, props are dangerous. Props are dangerous. Parents send their kids to school so that they in turn could go to work and provide for their children and for their future. Most people, Miss Ghetto, right? Save our children from this evil. Most people have a plan. Got kids, you're going to put them in school, everybody's going to go to work, right? And you're going to build that future for your kids and send them to college, or they gotta have things. They gotta have supplies. They gotta have football gear, tennis gear, whatever the thing is. If they're in band camp, they gotta have a freaking trumpet. Kids are expensive. And plus, you got to feed them and put clothes on them. And clothes constantly, you're changing. They're getting bigger. So, last year's clothes don't fit. Yeah, thanks, potato. Good job. Yeah, right. And kids are expensive. And then later on, you got to make sure that they get out of the house and become prominent members of society and do well for themselves. And they aren't taking my kids, right, Miss Ghetto? I know, y'all ready. You and Ghetto got it. So we send our kids to day camp, to daycare, day camp. It might as well be a camp, where they get perverted. A kid is a very moldable thing. They soak up knowledge. Everything for them is new. It's a new experience, and they learn. So they're going to learn what their overseers are teaching them. It's nothing what we want. They're literally paving the way for our inevitable destruction with our kids. And they're doing it on such a large scale, insurmountable scale. They're implying laws and using civilized laws against us. If you take your kid out of school, you're going to get a visit. Why has your kid not been to school? Because you guys are fucking communists. Well, your kid's got to go to school. No, we're homeschooling. Fuck you. Right, really. Yeah, it's happening. K Marie, you guys know who K Marie is. She's been fighting them. Deathclaw Jedi, hey. Yes, Deathclaw Jedi, they are. What can you do? I hear this. What can you do? What can you do? You're gonna do what you want to do. That's what they're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do what we want to do. We're going to turn a blind eye. We're going to allow our kids to be perverted into something unrecognizable as human, and, have their humanity stripped from them, have their innocence stripped from them. I'm getting heated. I need to calm down. And we're doing nothing about it. The people are, but we're so civilized that we're afraid to buck the system, to go against the grain, to speak out. And when they do, we're quickly shut down. Everybody wants to get along. Everybody wants to do the right thing. And so when you feel like you have to do the right thing and you have to go to that PTO meeting and get on that podium and speak out, and then you're shut down, or you're doxxed, or you're ostracized, or you're actually literally tackled and thrown to the ground, and your own fucking government is labeling you as a fucking terrorist. Something's wrong. Something is really, truly wrong. Yet we do nothing. We do nothing of substance. We absolutely do nothing of I aim to misbehave. Yeah. Firefly. Yeah. Yep. And you know, that's right, Joe. I mean, to each his own ability. I'm not going to ask that World War II vet that's 60, 70 years old who stormed the beaches of Normandy, who fought the Japanese and fought the ouch, that hurt, and fought the Japanese and Germans with his bare hands and ran across Europe like and went out mountain climbing, you know, and island hopping. Now I'm not going to ask him, and now he can't even walk. I'm not going to ask him to get back on the field, but I can stick him in a 5-story building with a high-powered rifle and a scope and say in a radio and go, take that guy. We really, truly need to change drastically. We cannot afford to continue to play the game, to carry on in this system as if it's going to be okay, because it's not. And I don't mean to black pill. I'm not black pilling. I'm not a black pill person. I'm more of a red pill. You know, if you want to talk about pills. But I mean, there's always hope, right? But you have to be able to put in the work. And I'm just not seeing that. Now, will it happen? Yeah, it could happen. It could just happen where that's it, we're done, and it's a nationwide event where everybody says fuck it. I'm not paying your taxes. I'm not buying your products. I'm not putting my fucking kids in your indoctrination camps. I'm not taking this and I'm not taking that. I'm done. When a lot of people do that, then you will have change. Well, I mean, that's the way it is, Joe. They can't, you know, we are a frail species. SS, hello. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. So, what do we do? What do we do? I like that, Tintac. I got intoxicated, not indoctrinated. Yeah, I mean, I had a bunch of meat-eating veterans as teachers. You know, I really did. I had some pipe swingers. Okay. All right. Well, you know, Death Claw Jedi. Yeah, you know the thing. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. And you see them 70, 80 years old, 90 years old, still going, still full of piss and vinegar, and just shaking their head like, what the fuck? Our forefathers. I mean, this is nothing compared to what our forefathers went through. But our forefathers would have squashed this shit a long time ago. SS is new to your channel. New to my channel. Well, welcome, SS. Right. Welcome. Welcome. Tell us about yourself, please. Yeah. We got intoxicated, not indoctrinated. Yeah. We were, you know, we were one of the last to be the free thinkers, the critical thinkers, the ones that understood that freedom has to be, you have to work at it. You have to sacrifice for it. It has to be dangerous. Ontario, Canada. All right. Right on. Welcome. Welcome. In every country in the world, we see this with Canada. We see this with Australia. We've seen it with the UK. The UK is still kind of wild. You know, it is. But we are the last bastion of hope. And here we are. Death Claw. Yeah, right? Really? Your name is SS? What does that stand for, huh? Not Sigel, is it? But we see here the absence of everything that has happened everywhere else. Spring is near. Thank you, Miss Ghetto. Yeah, that was fun. And then, of course, uh, later on, the brainstorming that went on later. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, your initials are SS. I mean, you know, a little suspect, but hey, you know, whatever. Who cares? You know, maybe your name is Sandy Susan. Right. Oh yeah, let's pull out the axe here. You know. Guys are calling for the axe. I've taken a break for the axe. Yeah, the axe. The axe is battle ready. But you know, we got to make it. We got to put some finishing touches on it, huh? Right? So, Prepper Book Club. Howdy, greetings. So I know if I wanted to predict the future, you know, the way I predict the future is I look at the possibilities. Cherry tree branch, no. The crab apple tree branch. Yeah, it's 20 something degrees and snowing outside, but maybe one of these days. Nobody's looking. Northern Karma, Ontario here as well. Fig tree, no, a crab apple tree. It's just, and it's become, nobody's fucked with it. And it's all gnarly and there's dead limbs on it, so it needs some help. So whatever I go at it, you know, crab apple, yeah. Just out cleaning in the garden. It's warm here already. Wow. 27 degrees. We're gonna see snow until Wednesday, and then it's gonna get heated up. We're gonna get some heat, and it's gonna rain. So that's our spring. Yeah. So who knows? Yeah. Don't watch the 70s Soylent Green movie. Too late. Silent greatest people. Snowy Saskatchewan. Snowed here today as well. Yep. But we really have to be more assertive. We really do, and that involves wherever you go, whoever you interact with, whoever you talk to. You have to be able to just go there and be that rebel rouser and you know to look at them with a discerning eye and do you smell right? I don't know. Yeah. Now is the time for us to judge. It really is. It's been pushed upon us that, you know, judge not lest ye be judged yourself, and you shouldn't be judging people, you know. But I mean, you should only judge people on the, you know, on the content of their character, not the color of the skin or their gender or whatever. But if you don't know what fucking gender they are, how can you do that? You don't know what fucking color they are or what indigenous, you know, fucking pygmy zay-zim they are, then what the fuck? Fuck them. That's what I say. You know, let it be known. Do not comply. And you know, yes indeed, book club. Yes indeed. So there's a concept called up managing, and that's exactly what we have to do. Up manage. That's how our Constitution was built, and that's how we've conducted ourselves accordingly. Wow, I like that Northern Cover. Yeah, we've half of what you see and nothing what you hear. That's where I go. But we really need to start judging. Really do. critical and spread that, really spread it. We have to be judgmental. Now is the time to be judgmental when they're telling us it's illegal to be judgmental. It's time to profile. Trust in God, all others pay cash. I just heard that today. This is about reflection, right? So I'm seeing how easy it is to sway the public opinion. Deathclaw Jedi does not trust you, SS. Nor do we all. We don't know who you are. And over time, if you keep coming back, we'll trust you. Until then, who are you? All are welcome here if they're brave enough. That's my motto. Sean Sullivan, look at that. Okay, Sean Sullivan it is. There you go. SS. And yeah, right book. Right. It seems that all the conspiracy theories are fucking true. Suspect. So yeah, you got to prove yourself there, SS. But that's okay. Semi-retired auto mechanic. Cool. From Canada. Social security, social services. Well, don't go too hard on on SS there. On Sean Sullivan. Like I said, all are welcome if they're brave enough. So right, metal. Lady Smith, hey. We'll just call him Sean. And we know, who cares? I mean, they're going to infiltrate. If SS is SS, I mean, who knows who's who? That's the great thing about the internet. Is that there's a lot of anonymity there, right? And you can operate in that anonymity, and we see it all the time. So it doesn't. I mean, we have no. This ain't a. It's hard to vet people nowadays. From a profile or but they're going to know. They're going to use this platform against us anyway. So why not fucking use it as well? Which we see, and that was one of my conversations I was having, is that we're finding out that the whole social credit score and the AI algorithms of the Chinese surveillance system, which is massive, absolutely massive. They can literally track you to everything that you think, do, and say. They can see you walking around, but there's the criminal element is getting around it. All right, that you can literally get a box that you put right here somewhere, and it changes your face. You literally assume the identity of someone else while they're trying to surveil you, and basically you've just stolen somebody else's identity, and you get to go around and do what you have to do. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we find ways around it as well. So there's always There's always a way. You know? And even if they criminalize wrong speak, that's the new thing now. Oh, it's wrong speak. Oh, that's wrong speak. We're going to deduct points from you. We all know that's where they're trying to go with this, to enslave us, to make us more civilized. And I'm trying not to get. You guys know me. I just want to go, but I'm trying to keep calm here and talk about this in a calm fashion. It's not working. We have to think about the future. It's not. I love this planet. I've been all over this planet. I've been in all kinds of. I've been in every climbing place. Well, not everyone, but I truly am a 90-year-old transvestite lesbian who pronouns is he, she, it, dog. Yeah, paper bag overhead will work too, right? Yeah, absolutely. But you're going to get a visit. You're going to get a visit from the Gestapo. We have a cream for that. Right, Ace. I love the artwork. I love the artwork. I do. It's like your artwork. It's you did that. I drew the little body. You guys painted him. So I like it. I dig it. I look at it and I smile. Ah. They're going to try. They're going to try to circumvent our capitalism, and that's his idea. Is that a selected group of people will make the decisions for the people. What if the people say no? We don't like that idea. Then what? Then what do they do? Well, they're going to try to do their sadistic torture thing and war of attrition and, get a little strong arm on us and, threaten us and sanction us. We're still going to do what the fuck we want to do. Hey, fair enough, Sean. Fair enough. I dig it. I used to know a guy, his name was Natasha, and we called him Natis for short. Because well, obviously, we kept, he was Russian, a Russian kid, but we still made fun of him. Hey, Natasha, But he's like, no, my name is Natis, like Satan backwards. We're like, wait a minute, are you Satan worshiper? No, my name is Natasha. Natis is short for Natasha. Okay, fine, Natasha. All right, whatever. So what does the future hold? We don't know. They know. We know what they tell us. We know what their plans are. And that's good enough for me. If the enemy is stupid enough to tell me what their plans are, I can circumvent that. We all can. You have a friend named Kim. I should have used the initials I got my own MA. So this shouldn't be hard for us. I like that joke. Ooh, if the enemy is going to tell me what they're going to do, what their plans, Yeah, right. Right there, book club. You know, the potato just leaks a lot of shit, doesn't he? No pun intended. But yeah, let's go with it. We are all united as one world community. We could do and change anything against anyone, just like a colony of ants. Work together. It's overwhelming any threat. Yeah. Hello again. Hello. Hello, Eric. Still intrigued. Yeah, but that's the thing is we've been divided and conquered and preoccupied. We are in the great preoccupation. We're playing their game and trying to win. It makes no sense. But yet we have to play the game to survive. I have to play the game. I have to work. I have to get money for this fucking place. I gotta keep food for me and my dog. I have to keep gas in the car so I can keep going back to work. I have to keep food in me so I can continue to be strong and work and pay. For what? So eventually that I can be enslaved. You know, for this phone. I mean, so I can eventually be, you know, they're working on total domination of everything, of all of us, in every aspect of our lives. Well, Northern Camera, you know, the threat. I mean, that's an interesting. I don't feel threatened by China. I don't feel threatened by Russia. I don't feel threatened if the whole world rose up against America and said, "Hey, we're all going to attack you all at once." I would not feel threatened by that. I just wouldn't. I am more concerned about what my own government is going to do to me than what another government's going to be. Yeah, for the creature comforts you afford, hard work just to scrape by. That's right where they want us. And that's what we're afraid to do. We're too civilized. Way too civilized. You see a lot of cultures, places in the world that are not as civilized. They don't put up with this shit. Right, Ace. And there is actually a formula, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's 30% that they are straight up sheep and they will do whatever the authority tells them to do. There's 40% that they put on sheep clothing, but they're kind of wolves. They're still going to comply. They don't like it, and they're still going to do their own thing. They're going to go back and forth, but they have to mix with the sheeple and become one, become and seen as one of the sheep to accomplish their goals. And then there's us, 20%. You know, that rabble, rabble, rabble. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. We're very loud, we're very boisterous. You know, we make videos and we talk shit. And we swing axes and we throw axes at, you know, theoretical axes at theoretical, you know, world leaders. And we do these things. And then there's that 10%, like y'all talked about before, that said, fuck you, I'm out of here. Fuck you, society. Going in the middle of the woods, going in the middle of a ton tavern. Yeah, you'll never see them again. They're done with society. They've been done with society a long time ago. Us, 20%, can affect that 30%. The 40% will come around. And then 90% will say that's it. As soon as the authority figure changes for that 30% of sheep, they will follow whoever. Oh, the Patriots. Oh, okay. Yeah, Patriots. Woohoo. Yeah. Whatever you say. And the 40% will be like, fine, cool. All right. Let's do this. 10%, there's still going to be 10% out there that never want to play. They don't play it anyway. Yeah, this was my old axe, and I've just put a very nice handle on it. Yeah, so now it's yeah. There's going to be a lot of work. You're going to see this axe grow. Yes, the 40% do whatever. The 40% like to do. They like to play. They like to go along to get along. Even though they don't care much for it, they understand they have to make that sacrifice to get what they want, to play the game. So they'll go along to get along. That 30%, they believe anything you fucking tell them, and they'll do it. And you see them all the time. They got the chin diapers. They are compliant all the way. You know, they don't give a shit. They whatever you say, they're gonna do it. You know. So I hope that makes sense. And us 20%, we're always going to be rah, 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 you know, rabble, rabble, rabble. That 20% is going to take to the streets. That 20% is going to and once we do that, then that 40% was going to like, that's a great idea. And that 30% is going to go, well, they might just run away. But you know, you can still, you know, rabble them up, rabble all the rousers all the time. Yes, yeah, they are scared of us, and for good reason. We need to let them know. We are a force to be reckoned with. Anything they do, their little bullshit, all their fucking bullshit, is all for naught. We have to do the hard things, and I'm not talking about just that's it that we're going. You know, I'm talking about rebel rouser. I'm talking about getting out of the system, fucking the system, taking advantage of the system, possibly becoming a criminal. Carol Ann Henderson, hey. But also playing the game. So you have to play the game. Yes, Stephen, that's why I have prepped 10,000 boxes of Jello, because I'm filling up bunkers with Jello. One thing I know is how to, you know, use a can opener, how to fill that thing up. So I got Jello. I have weaponized Jello. Yeah. Operation Cosby. JELLO. Yeah. They are afraid of us. But we are afraid to go against the grain. We are afraid to not play the game. We have to play the game. That's all we know. You work hard, you save your money, you buy things, you grow old, you die. We're so worried about self-preservation that we're willing to slowly kill ourselves to do it. Yeah, Joe, that's true. Metal. Rip, this is the old axe. This was the old axe that I had with all the, I literally took it apart. This is all the leather. I took it apart. The handle is somewhere. It was only like this big. And I put me a real handle on it. Sledgehammer handle with a, you know, it's ready. So I just got to do some shaping to it, some darken it up. I want to darken it up. I don't know if I want to, I got to remove some of this in epoxy that's been smeared all over it. And then I got to darken it up, maybe stain it, and then wrap it. I want to wrap it back with the leather, and this will be worthy of war. it's ready now. But I want to do some shaping to it because right now it's just a stick, a hickory stick, which is still badass. But anyway, back to the stick. Good to you got to arm yourself. Got to. Yeah, it's in its beginning stages. I like a bigger weapon. This is a real weapon now. Before it was a small weapon. The head itself is really, you can find these everywhere. M&W Canada, they're very cheap. This says Black Hawk, whatever. I think that was the, but yeah, they're made in Canada. This is actually, this is it's a French Canadian, comes from a French Canadian lineage, which also came from Norse Viking. The French, this axe head, this axe type is you see a lot of this in Norse, in the Norse and the Viking. They didn't all like the bearded axe. Okay, the bearded axe is actually not really that good. It turns out that this type of head, very simple, very direct. You can chop wood with it, and you can chop heads with it. So, but it's just all in the handle. Now I've got some reach and some power. I mean, this thing right here, this was easy. You want to go to war, you make one of these and you put one of these on it. This comes from a tree. This comes from a blacksmith. This was cheaper than getting a sword, and it would destroy things rather quickly. Shield wall, no problem. I got this. You can generate a lot of force with this thing. Anyway, and it's tough, and you can take on swords, and yeah, it's no longer a hatchet. Yeah, it is evolved. That's true. Yep. The spear was king. The spear, the pole arm, was king of battle. King of war. It really was. And it still is to this day. So now, of course, we have the great equalizer. But I still think that the old ways. It's good to know these old ways because there's a lot of there's a lot of principles that you go through, a transformation that you go through when you start learning axe, when you start learning sword, when you start learning shield and spear, and actually hands-on warfare. There's some things that you evolve. Yeah. So I'm a warrior in a garden. I'm going to be cussing at the green beans. You fucking. I'm going to go to war with the mites and the aphids. That's right. I mean, you see some of those slingshots that the Afghan kids use. They kill wolves. They fight off bears with slingshots. And they're the simple slingshot. A piece of basically a piece of freaking leather with a stick on one end, and you throw it and you let go. That's they spin it, bam, kill. They have to defend their livestock, their livelihood in the midst of a war. So I really think that we have to change. We have to drastically change. Yeah, the old school slingshot, David and Goliath, that kind of thing. Yeah. We have to drastically change. If they're going to weaponize and change our system, the system against us, well, fine, we'll change. We'll change the system. Barter and trade. We'll barter and trade things. Yeah. That's Goliath in everyone's favorite book story. I like the gangsterness of David, what he said afterwards, because it was David and Goliath was a brother. There were more giants. He had giant brothers there with them, and he remember he said he picked up 3 rocks. And he used one, boom, and killed the biggest of the giant. He's like, I got 2 more rocks here. That's when it kind of backed off. Oh shit! He ain't joking, folks. Let's go. And they just seen Big Brother's head get smashed, which is pretty funny. Think about it. So we're gonna have to figure out ways. You're right. That's right, SS, and that's my point. We're doing this already. I see this already. You see it already. We see it already. It's already been a thing anyway. Farmers have been doing it for years, for decades. Very awesome book club. Billy Rick Slingers. We see it. I see it here in Cleveland. I seen it going on in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's going to be something in that. Yeah, me too. Me too. Book club. I've got one. It's put away somewhere. I want to do the sling bow thing. All you need is a whisker biscuit and some zip ties, which is pretty cool. I learned that from David Canterbury. But we're going to have to figure things out like that. Buy gold, buy silver coins. I'm going to look into that myself. Buy bullets. I really don't like the idea of but we know that a wave is crashing over us. It's a wave of criminality and corruption, from the highest level all the way down. Rufus Hussey. Okay. But we have to remember the old ways. We have to remember things that our forefathers went through and how they dealt with those very fucked up situations that they went through. It's very similar to what we're going through, but it's more passive. We are seeing a passive takeover of the world's governments, especially ours. Ours has already been done. We've allowed it to happen. I luckily had a friend made me a longbow and arrows a few years ago, bartered him up for some goods. There is no way out but to embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck is a way of enduring on hardship. That was a saying in the military, is just fuck it. It's cold, keep going. Because of your will to complete the mission, to complete the task at hand. Embrace the suck. Yeah, SS, Sean. Canadians are so civilized. They've got Canadians even more civilized than us. Clown show, absolutely. They lost their guns, most of their guns, and they wanted more security. They allowed things to happen, just like we're allowing things to happen to aid them in their security. The way this monster works is that they create a problem and then give you the solution. Well, we can do that too. We actually are problem solvers. You give me a problem, I solve it. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. But we're too civilized. And in Canada, it became way too civilized to the point where even when they showed they pushed back, it was too soft. And it was manipulated and construed and had really they did well. I would say the trucker convoy did have some success. They lifted some things, some sanctions. But not for long. And then of course they learned, that's how they're going to do it. Face panties. Yeah, well, I see it here too. But for the most part, it's done with here, Cleveland. It was funny. I came from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where everybody was like, "Fuck you," and here everybody's like, "You got to wear it." And I'm like, "No," and they were blown away. What do you mean? You got to wear it? Just what? Just put it on? No, I don't want to. I'm not sick. I'm good. I'm immune. That's why I told everybody I'm immune. Yeah, that's good. Truth and power. Truth is power, because our disapproval goes a long, long way. Our compliance is necessary for them to take over. For them to take our rights, we have to comply. Freedom does not require permission. Doesn't. Freedom does not require permission. It is freedom. It does require sacrifice. It does require will, intent, violence of action sometimes. So that's my reflection, really, is how civilized things have become, especially here. The whole world, when this came about, when this EO monster, this Hydra, this Mark of the Beast, this great Satan, whatever, Luciferian cult, whatever they think they are, started showing up and taking over the world and doing their fascist things, and they did a lot of fascist things. Really did. The whole world, basically the whole world, kind of like, help, 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 we're being oppressed. And they look to us, the younger, rebellious brother, America. Right? Yeah, I remember that conversation too. Yeah. Civilized. Are you civilized? The rest of the world look to us, the people. We the people. That rowdy, rabble-rousing brother to the west. And cried out for help. And what did we do? We turned our backs on them. We went into our houses. We quarantined. We played right along. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay there, rest of the world. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine." And then it turns out that our actual industrial complex, our machine, the regime, was against them the whole time. And we have been harnessed. We have been leashed. We have been yoked. We don't even know it. We don't even know it. Random GL. Hey, how are you doing? Jean Lynn, welcome. We don't even care. We might even know. We know, but we don't even care. That's how bad it is. I like eggs too. Preach, preach on, preach on. I'm the axe preacher. Right. And we've seen how the hypocrisy worked. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah. Oh, look, all the bars are closed. Guess what? Us elites can go and now drink for free. Ah, there's nobody here. Let's have fun. Let's go to the restaurant. Oh, but no, you servant, you must go back home. You must stay. Stay away. It's not safe. Val, hey, how are you doing? Welcome. Shocked and dazed, yeah. But you hear our rhetoric, and it's just a threat. Let them eat cake. Ooh, yeah. Let them eat cake. Let them eat vodka. Let them drink vodka. I look at vodka as a sign of rebelliousness. I really do. I really do. I think we should adopt more vodka, have more vodka, because vodka was the only thing, the only saving grace that the communist Russian, the socialist Russian people had. They traded vodka. They bartered and traded vodka. They got their amount. They were given, one bottle of vodka per family or something, but they made their own. So there was a lot of vodka gets me in trouble. Yeah, I don't like vodka either. The only way I like vodka is in Bloody Marys. That's the only way I like it. Or lemon drops. I like it in lemon drops. But yeah, that's it, Stuart. That's it. That's it. But it's so hard to do, isn't it? So hard to say, fuck you, I want to do what you tell me. Even though I hate that band now, Oscar de la Hoya or Oscar de la Renta. I forget his name. What's his name? Oscar de la Rocha. Oscar de la Rocha, that's his name. Oscar de la Renta. Oscar de la Hoya. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're only as free as your mind, and our mind is always free. Really it is. Really it is. I mean, but that's being used against us. You'll sit inside your cell, in your jail cell, and you'll dream of things. You'll conceptualize things. And I mean that's what writers do anyway. That's just carries consequences. Yeah, right. They took all the vodka, and that's part of it. They brainwash. Oh, it's a movement. I stand for Ukraine. Let's throw everything away. That's Russian. You demonize the enemy. You pick an enemy, which is Russia. Then you demonize them, so it's easier to galvanize to raise an army and go forth and kill and die. Because make no mistake about it, this thing that they want, this WW3, this W to the third power, is they want as much death that they can get. They only want 500 million people in this world. Wow, how about that? No shit, Karma. Damn. I've heard about it here too. And here, I found out too. We have something in Cleveland called the Ukrainian Village, and it's one of the largest gathering, the largest group of Ukrainians outside of Ukraine, and it's all Ukrainian. Yes, the NWO. I like to call them the elite occultists. To fuck up their algorithms. But yeah, it's exactly who it is, and it's that guy. Trying to bring about the Fourth Reich. In the country, not the other in bullshit one with vodka and AKs, hot women, and they are bad. I think not. Try the land of iPhones and slaves. Yeah, I mean, Russia is Russia. I mean, it's. I love my AK and Nagants, Maz Nagants. Yeah, fucking AK, man. I mean, it's world recognized. Guidestones in Georgia say exactly that. That's exactly right. And I did not believe this conspiracy crap until I started seeing it, and they actually started acknowledging it. That's their MO, is they have to tell us what they're going to do. Okay, but you're a fucking idiot. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe, right? So, hey, I'm a product of the 80s. What can I say? Ack, 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 ack. Just found more food for mine. All right, yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing about the AK platform, the Kalashnikov platform. Yeah, they eat anything. I mean, it really will. It will. It will eat anything. Although it eats it better if it's sealed primers and sealed casings. Yeah. From that wolf. Yes. Yes, that's it. Book club. Because they are actual cowards. They really are. There's no warriors there. No, I hate it, Stuart. It's all epoxy impregnated. It will be varnished. It will be stained. It will be dark. It will be ready. We're ready. But right now, it's in its infant stage. When I start fucking with it, I gotta do some sanding and some shaping to the handle. But anyway, they like that. They get off on that. They're the kind of people that like to chain up people, chain up their kids, whatever, and then tell them what they're going to do to them and then do it. They get off on that shit. So what we're seeing is the war of attrition, the starvation, the strangulation, to the point where we willingly give in. That Stockholm syndrome, that's what they want. That's what they're working towards. It just takes a little bit of time to convince us to be their slave. Right, Val? Bill Gates. Well, we can do that now. We can just, who cares? Fuck you. Some would argue that Bitcoin was created by the CIA. It was created by them, so that we could have. But Bitcoin keeps evolving, and other forms of currency keep evolving. Oh, here you go, Val. Go ahead. I'll let you borrow it just for that. That would be fun to watch. That would be fun to watch, Val. Yes, it is. It's going to be epic. I already know what it's going to look like in my head, but yeah, it's going to be epic. Yeah, and I gotta do some whittling and gotta do some whittling and some shaping. Take this stuff off. So I want to index it. Anyway, stain it and then rewrap it in some leather. This motherfucker's sharp. I use this to help cut some of this off because this was all mushroom. So yeah, Val, here, go ahead and borrow this for a minute. I know you're gonna make short work of the gates with this. I know you will. Yeah. So, but I gotta do some whittling and some cutting and some shaping here. So, bear with me on that. I won't do it. I'd like to do it right now, but anyway. Gotta get ready for bed. Gotta get ready for work. Do the daily grind, the rat race. That's it. I'm preoccupied just as well. I'm lost in the system. but I'm using the system against it. Oh, no need, Val. Keep it bloody and dirty. I don't give a shit. I will revel in the fact that is bloody and dirty, and whose blood and dirt it is. So yeah, just clean yourself. I'll wear gloves. I'll work it in. I'll work it into the wood. Yeah, the thirsty axe. Yeah. And the reason why I did all this too is because I looked at the cold steel axe, which don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a very superior axe, but it just wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more beef, more girth, more power, more. Okay, Sean, thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out with us. It's garbage time and supper. All right, thank you, and hope to see you again if you're brave enough. Thank you, and take care up there. You're actually right over there. I see you. I'm in Cleveland, right across Lake Erie. I'll wave at you. Good night, Sean. Sean Sullivan. I don't know, maybe a little knife, whatever. Ontario Prepper, hey, what's up? Yep, see you next time. Yep, will do. Oh, yes, and you will be vetted. You're waving. Yeah, I'm waving too. We'll do a deep dive on you as well. We'll figure out. We're gonna SS Sean. We're gonna go back in time. We're gonna talk to your kindergartner teacher. We're going to we're gonna get an extensive background check. We're gonna even talk to your dog. What's up, Ontario Prepper? Hey man, how you doing? If you guys don't know Ontario Prepper, check him out. Why are you not blue? Oh, you haven't been in her. Anyway. So what we're seeing and what we're allowing is the fall of civilization as we know it, because we have achieved the level of civilization and comfort that the history in the history of the world has never known. It's time for us to go back to our primordial roots. Yeah, it is Northern Karma. All you Ontarians hanging out in here. That's pretty cool. It really is. Don't believe anything my dog says. Oh. We have ways of making them talk. It's called treats. Bacon. But yeah, they are a little biased, aren't they? Northern Comma. They are going to be a little biased. Like, he locks me in this room all day long, and I don't get to pee and live off grid. I'm ready. Yeah, but are you? Are you, Val? I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not ready. None of us really are. I have a Chokum T-Hawk by Cricket, 1055 steel, and I love it. Oh shit, yeah, Cricket, Creek River Knife Company, right? Yeah, Cricket makes some good stuff. I've got some of their knives. I've had a bunch of their knives. Came in a sub and get you to 1K. Hey, Bush Doctor Survival. Well, thank you very much. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, but it would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be cool to off grid, to run off, but we can't, can we? We can't. We have to be part of the community. We have to community build. See, everything they're doing, we need to be doing too. We need to be talking about sustainability, but in our terms. We have to be talking about, yeah, I'd miss my air conditioning, dishwasher, washing machine, refrigerator, hot showers, cold beer. I mean, hey, pizza, delivery, Thank you very much, Bush Doctor Survival. I'm definitely going to check you out. I like your name. Metal. All right. But can we do this? No, but we can in our locale, and then we can exact change in that whole in that in our environment. We can set up our enclaves and be sustainable wherever we are. We don't have to play their game because it's rigged. We know it's rigged. Everything is against us. And we allow it to. We allow it to happen. We're civilized. We pay our taxes. We pay our fees and fines. Because we don't want no trouble. We don't want no trouble. We really don't. In Kenya, damn. Once you don't have it, you don't miss it. Yeah, but what about the Dr. Livingston thing, you know? You wouldn't perhaps happen to have a piece of cheese on you, would you? Ah, long are the days that I dream of cheese. But you can make cheese, right? So anything that you want, you can make. I mean, look at the Amish. I have the Amish down south. They make great stuff. I love their butter. I love their fry pies. I love everything. I love their cheese, their meat, their cheese, their everything. And they've been doing it forever. Right, Val. Yeah, hey, you got a point there. And I've always wanted to make an outside a stove, stone oven. I seen off of Townsend, Nutmeg Tavern, that guy. I've always wanted to do that. But for us to play the game, we lose. But for us to not play the game, we still lose. But we win. If you don't buy into the bullshit, if you don't support their cause, they take notice. Exactly, B. We don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. No. Convenience has made us weak. It really has. It really has. Convenience has made us weak. And that's part of the system, isn't it? To become weak. To become subservient. To become needy. We need them. That's their whole thing is they need us to comply with them, Yes, Bush Doctor, that is true. There's a place here called the Ashery. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, sure thing. This was literally it was I bought it at Home Depot. It's a sledgehammer handle, a hickory sledgehammer handle. It's epoxy impregnated. So bitch to cut. Wedge. The whole thing came out to about right here. I cut it. I hammered in the wedge, the wooden wedge, and then I took the metal wedge and see how it spans all 1, 2, 3. I've got all three, that wood, and that wood with the metal thing. And so it will be, Carol Ann. Right now it's just a battle ready axe. The axe head you can get cheap. That's like I said, it's a M&W Canada axe. Frontiersman axe, the old Frontiersman axe. They're everywhere. Find them on Amazon. Hickory. I took your advice and went with hickory. And it's a heavy-duty sledgehammer, run-of-the-mill sledgehammer handle. I cut it off. You know, I had about this much on it. Yeah, that much. And I cut it. I was thinking about keeping it long, but anyway, it's perfect. You know, I'm just gonna have to whittle the handle and shape it and state it and wrap it in this leather back and do my own thing. And there you go, boom, done. Ready for a Viking raid. Go forth, my Vikings. But yeah, it looks like it's got a very beautiful grain to it. So but I have to take this epoxy off. But anyway, it's a little work. But you know, how do I find the time? How do I find the time to do that? From working and paying the bills and paying my rent and by the time I get done with all that, I come home and I'm spent. I'm done. They have allowed us, right, on my apocalypse rat bike. Oh, badass. I mean, this is basically just to go to war with. I mean, really it is. Get to whittling. Yeah, I am. You know, but see what I mean? We have to play the game so we don't get to do the things we want to do. We have to make time. Make time, it's a hard thing to do, right? Well, it's not really. You just make time. You have to make the time. And that's the whole idea of success anyways. Oh, I don't have the time. But you do. You have to make it. You have to sacrifice certain things. You got to work harder for certain things. Faster. Work harder, faster. Bigger, harder, faster, stronger, right? And then you get to succeed and do the things you want to do. But there's always something to do. And they have made us preoccupied with living in this game, this rat race, this bullshit. I featured the bike in my latest videos just for fun. If you have time, check it out. I will indeed, Bush Doctor. I will indeed. You said you were in Kenya. That's pretty neat. I've never been to Kenya. I've been to Congo, and I've been to Sierra Leone. It's back in the 90s, back in the day. Back when they had a very large civil war. But you know, it's Africa. When is there not a civil war? Anyway, yeah. So I'll check that out. I definitely will, and I'm pretty sure somebody else here will as well. I'm gonna jump out. Thank you, man. Later, chatters. Thank you very much, Be Charming. Be Charming. Yes, I'm gonna end this quickly, or end this very soon. What time is it? Oh, it's my bedtime. Yeah, it's my bedtime. So that's my reflection for my Sunday reflections is: have we become too civilized to do the work that is needed, to do the hard things that will give us success and give us freedom? It's the question I ask. Not only is it the question I ask you, it's also the question I must ask myself. I think that's it. Yes, embrace your primal side. That's easy to do for me. Yeah. But we have to. We really, really have to ask that question. At what point does our civilized being, our civilized state of existence, does that mean more than our primordial freedom? Like I said, freedom doesn't require permission. Yeah, thank you, Bush Doctor. Cool. Thank you very much, Prepper Book Club. we'll be checking you out. We'll be checking SS out as well, Sean Sullivan. You will be thoroughly vetted. Hell, we'll even talk to your dog, uh, or your cats, or whatever animals you have around you. Yeah, it's a mad channel over here. It's very small. I thank you. I'm really not worried about making it. You know, I know I'm not gonna go big time. I'm not gonna be into big dogs. Uh, I'm just gonna be a little small channel all my life. But it's cool. It's cool. We're like a community. We are. We're friends. We're community. And I'm a little fucking crazy, so it helps to be a little mad in this mad world. I've found that. If I'm ever the voice of reason, shit has really hit the fan. Good night, Northern Karma. Yes. So anyway, okay, I'll give it 9 minutes. How's that? Yeah, you never know, Carol Ann, and that's my point too. Is predictions. Can I don't have a fucking crystal ball. I really don't. I can see, I can glean things. We all can glean what's going on, and we can, as a chess player, right? As a chess player, you have to. S must have hit the fan. Carol Ann. Shit must hit the fan. Well, it's been splattering for a long time. But like when you're playing chess, you have your probability machine, right? Is you make a move, and then you get to judge to see what your opponent move is. And if he makes one move, then okay, I can move this way, he can move that way. His possibilities and probabilities of what he's going to do has to play into what you're going to do. But they can always change at any time, and you're like, well, fuck. I didn't think about that scenario. That probability I didn't think about. And 13 moves in, 13 moves ahead, and you're like, well, it didn't work out the way it planned, but it's kind of similar. That's kind of how we can tell the future. So it's not cut and dried. It's kind of step by step, scenario, time, action by action. Action, reaction, proaction, reaction. So that's how you have to tell the future. The unknown matters only when it matters. We don't know. We can't speculate. Yeah, you're right. Well, we can speculate, and we are our mind is a probability machine. We've learned to do that, and that's why we make these predictions. That's why everybody makes these predictions. Hit that like button, everyone. That's how Shad gets his angel wings. Merry Christmas, everybody. But that's how we survived all this time. The probability of me going out there in the jungle with this cut means that tiger is going to smell my blood and kill me and eat me. Yeah. So that's the probability. Yeah, so let's not do that. I'm not going to go swimming in the ocean of shark-infested waters with a little cut on my finger. No, it's probably not going to be a good day for me. Is it? Yes, Bush Doctor. Yeah. Welcome. You'll be blue, baby. I'm liking you already. We'll see. We'll see. It just takes time. You're new, so we'll check you out. Yeah, that's. I like the idea of everybody. Imagine our chat is like a you're sitting around the campfire and everybody's got an axe. So yeah, it's a little respect here. But it's still freedom to say, and when you become blue, you can fish sticks. Hey, what's up? Why are you not blue? I thought I made you blue. I'll make you blue too. It's kind of like I liked it. I liked the idea from Knights of the Round Table, but yeah, a little bit more rowdy. Yeah, we get a little rowdy around here sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Bushcraft Doctor, check out Trial by Axe. That's Klaus Schwab there. Uh, it's a game we all play. Oh, they just cut me down. Yeah, it's about. I got 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes till bedtime. So there we go. Yeah, Trial by Axe. I also do Every Day Never Forget, and Axe instead of Excalibur. Yeah, yeah. I've got. Well, I wouldn't mind having Excalibur. I'd like to get some more medieval style weapons. I don't really have a lot of those. Not really. uh, the axe is an axe. I mean, freedom isn't free, and I like the idea from. I got the idea obviously from Ron from Dangerous Freedom. Everybody was blue, everybody could speak their mind. But it's more respectful here, and obviously bots and trolls, they don't last for long around here. We actually take it as a contest, and it turns into a bot beatdown. So and see who gets the first kill. So good night, J Bell. Good night. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. So we're not like we're just a whole bunch of people that hang out and like each other's company, and you all get to listen to my rantings and ravings of a madman. So I don't know. Plan on making some wow, damn fish sticks. Oh man, that'd be badass. I love that. I love and railroad tracks are high carbon steel too. I prefer smaller channel. I literally brand new. Brand new social media. I like started in December, and I can't do the rapid scroll shit. Yeah, right. Highlander Sword would be sweet. Highlander Sword, a long sword. Yes, Ontario Prepper. I wouldn't mind having a good long sword. Not so. I've been looking. Yeah. Highland long sword. A good long sword. But I mean, if you guys know anything about, they're not heavy. Yeah, they're not heavy. All right, they're not. This axe is probably the heaviest a weapon should be, and I don't know. It's 3 pounds. A long sword. The a freaking claymore. It shouldn't be more than 3 pounds or 4 pounds. It really shouldn't, because after that it just becomes unwieldy. And a long sword, double-edged long sword, you can really just fuck shit up. Really could. You can whip it around. You're a force to be reckoned with. Same thing with an axe. But an axe is more of a heavy, devastating weapon. And it's cheap. So there you go. I can build a log cabin with this, or I can destroy a castle with it. Cut a car in half. Whatever you want to do. But so that's my reflection is and what I'm going to start working on more is how to uncivilize myself, which wouldn't be hard. I feel like I'm being forced to be civilized. So, yeah, we're all mad around here. Oh, the katana. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Are you talking about a real one, or the movie, or the katana? I mean, a katana is a katana. I have katana. It's there's a it's a sword. A sword is a sword. The Japanese swords. Oh man, I can smell the vegetable oil on it. it's heavier. A Japanese sword is actually heavier, and that's because of the way that they make it. You know, they made it because they really didn't have. I know this is going to sound crazy, but they really didn't have the wherewithal and the resources to make really good steel, so they had to make it thick, right? In all actuality, European style swords and weapons are very are vast. The metallurgy is vast superior. The cruciform steel, making that cruciform steel. This is a laminated steel, obviously, right? So they fold it and take it and fold it and take it and fold it, and it's what they use what they call pig steel or pig slag, and they would mass produce the steel, and they, because of their way of building it, it's a very specific sword, you know, with a very specific purpose, you know. Um, it doesn't do well against armor. It does really well against soft targets. A well-tempered blade, from like a long sword or something of that nature, does rather well against armor, against another sword. Samurai did not like to bump swords. They really didn't. And you listen. I mean, everything is. It's not really that tight of a weapon. Actually, it's kind of you know. And this is a very simple sword. I paid $400 for it. And it's folded and whatever. But anyway, what the fuck? Got me going. Got me going with some weapons here. Yeah. There can be only one, right? Every 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 society has struggled with the balance of being civilized and being and allowing themselves to be undermined, taken over. And we're no different. We're no different. So that's just been my Sunday reflections. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. So I thank you all very much hanging out with me, and I wish you safe travels, journey well, uh, and continue to train, continue to prep, because we all know it's a mad, mad world out there. Good night.